Following on from my video about be careful what you wish for, I've been getting toys on eBay for free, eBay local adverts where I live. Various things seem to be showing up for free, so I thought I'd just show you what I'm experimenting with at the moment, which is still about infrared light because I have some fascination for infrared light. And what I've got recently is an infrared camera. Of course, it's a security camera for night vision, connected via Ethernet. I actually got 3 of those, brand new in the boxes, but anyway, something to play with. And down here, coming out of this port, is an infrared laser which you can't see using this mobile phone I'm filming. And in front of it, I've placed a crystal. This is a crystal of Apophylite, which has various uses, which I'll talk about in another video. And that's being illuminated by the infrared laser. And you can see what that camera is picking up here on the screen of the computer. This is switched to normal visible daylight mode at the moment, and as you can see, you can't see anything. But if I switch the camera to night vision mode, there we are. The infrared laser was running the whole time, but now you can actually see what's happening, that the laser light is coming out of here, hitting this crystal, and then just spreading and making this pattern on the desk. I wanted to see what kind of diffraction patterns I can make and what actually happens. And I've been experimenting with different substances in front of the infrared laser to see what they do. I've got this dichroic cube that I used in another video, and you can see with daylight on some faces it seems to be blue, and on other faces it has different colors because they have different coatings, and these separate light of different wavelengths. And also with the infrared, we'll see that it separates it into different directions. I also wanted to experiment with this. This is a piece of Ye Ming Zhu, and Ye Ming Zhu is a stone which has been cut. It's called, well, it's the Chinese name, but it means it's basically the stone or the pearl that glows in the dark, because it can absorb light and then give it back as a dull green glow. It was reserved for emperors a long time ago. I seem to have a piece here, and I'm not sure if that's ancient or modern. Not easy to tell. This must be modern because it was extremely cheap on Amazon, and this is another piece of what looks like stone or glass, and it can absorb light and give a dull green glow in darkness as well. Also got a red laser here, laser pointer less than 1 milliwatt to try out. And so what I want to do is to see what happens when I turn the lights off with this little experiment. If I can find the switch. Now it's dark, you probably can't see anything, but looking at the screen of the computer we get a better view of the infrared light coming from the laser, the infrared laser, and hitting that crystal. Oh, I can't find it. Where is it? Oh, I can see my fingers. Okay, so if I move it around, you see, perhaps you can reveal a little bit of the crystalline structure inside this crystal by the spots, the light spots that you can see on this white desk here, which conveniently show up the light. It's interesting playing with infrared because the naked eye can't see it at all, and my mobile phone camera, as you could see there, also can't see it, but with this infrared camera then you can see it's actually a very bright laser. Less than 1 milliwatt, so it's not dangerous. What I want to do is to take this Ye Ming Zhu stone, where is it? Which is here, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this, but it might have a very dull glow. No, you can't see it on this camera. It's extremely dull at the moment. What I want to do is place it in front of the infrared laser and see if that can charge it with light, which will then be translated into the green glow. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to place this here. I'm having to look at the computer screen to see what I'm doing because I can't see this. It's completely dark in this room. You can see the shape of the laser beam. It's quite a large diameter beam. Oh, I want to see how much it diverges. I'm just placing this in front of the infrared laser to see if I can get the Ye Ming Zhu stone to absorb some infrared light and then give it back as visible green light. I haven't tried this before, so I don't know if it's going to work. it might take some time to charge up. What I will do is show what happens when I use a normal white LED lamp to charge it, because then it charges very quickly. Let me see. There's some dull green glow. There it is. That's the Ye Ming Zhu stone glowing. And it looks like it has been charged up a little bit by that infrared laser. Yeah, it's just on one side. Where's it gone? Oh, it's fading. On one side, but not the other. So it looks like it is possible to charge this Ye Ming Zhu stone using an infrared laser. Works best with sunlight, of course, normally. To be honest, the spot of light's in the center here, but when I was looking at it just now, it was near the end. I think that might be an earlier experiment where some energy's been stored. Let's just leave it there for a few seconds and take another look, because the green spot would have to be in the center, which actually it's not. It's towards one side. So that was from an earlier experiment. What I can do is to shine a white light onto that stone. So here we are illuminating it with a white, very bright LED. And then when I take this lamp away and switch it off, you can see there's that stone glowing quite brightly by itself. So it's probably much better at absorbing white light than it is at absorbing infrared light. So it's quite wavelength sensitive. Where's the other one? Interesting. Seems to have disappeared. Been kidnapped by aliens again. I'll have to look for that later and try that out. So that's what I wanted to try quickly. Also, when I look at the infrared light on the screen, what I'm going to try doing is mixing it with some red light from a laser. The infrared camera picks up the red laser light very well. Even though it's not an infrared laser, it's visible. I can see this too. You can see it. It's quite bright. Where's the stone gone? Here. Let's place this stone in front of this laser again, the infrared laser. And there is the red laser making patterns. It's interesting because the laser light is coherent. You see very small spots in the light pattern because of the coherence of the light all being the same wavelength. What I really want to do is see if I can charge this Ye Ming Zhu stone with the red laser. Poor thing is being abused. It wasn't designed for this. But I wonder what will happen if it's able to absorb energy. Of course, the laser light is, although it looks bright, it's not that bright compared to a sunny day. There's a lot more power in sunlight than there is in this little laser pointer. It's hard to tell whether it's absorbed extra light or not. It needs to be allowed to discharge first in the dark for some time, and then perhaps I'll try it again. So that's it for now. Let's see what happens next.